Good morning, honored guests, elected officials, both past and present, former Mayor Thomas McGee, board members, and most importantly, the students and staff who will be directly impacted by this new facility. Welcome to a very special day for the Lynn Public Schools and the City of Lynn. Although we can see that work has begun, we are here to officially memorialize the beginning of the construction of our new Pickering Middle School. Many hours, people, brains, and ideas have been part of this project getting off of the ground. It has truly been a collaborative effort. Today we have some very special guests that I would like to introduce to share a few thoughts about this special milestone for our city. First, I'd like to introduce our State Treasurer, Deborah Goldberg, to the podium to share a few words.
Hey everybody, I'm so glad to see the kids up front because you know what? It's all about you and your teachers and people who are going to work in the new building. The Lynn Pickering School has been one of the most important projects the whole time that I have been treasurer, because over 10 years ago, not too much over 10 years ago, because it was the first day of school, I came here with Counselor Brian LaPierre and a few other people, and I walked through the entire building. I saw that there were metal braces holding up the balcony in the auditorium. I saw that some of the science rooms were not working, and I went right down to the basement and I looked everywhere and I saw that windows couldn't open and close, and I said, this community deserves a new Pickering School. It's a true story, by the way. And then I was lucky enough to become treasurer, who chairs the Mass School Building Authority. So I had a lot to say about it. And I said, Pickering needs a new school. And I said it every year and every time that the City of Lynn came in. And we stuck with it and we fought for it. And we've been through a couple of mayors. But now we have former Mayor Tom McGee, and we have the wonderful new mayor who you're going to hear from soon, relatively new, who worked really hard in the last couple years because it hasn't been the easiest time to get this done. But we're getting it done. And we're going to do the groundbreaking today. And before you know it, this city, who deserves this school, will have one of the most beautiful 21st century school, because you kids deserve to have the best in the world, because your futures rely on it. So I am so excited to throw around a little dirt today, and I hope all of you are going to help me. Just do me a favor. Don't throw it at me unless I ask you to, okay? It's so great to see you. And so great to be here. And so great to be here with so many people who've worked so hard on this for so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Treasurer Goldberg. I apologize, I never introduced myself. Not all of you know who I am. My name is Deb Ruggiero. I'm one of the deputy superintendents in Lynn. I would now like to invite a person who I personally know has been looking forward to this project coming to fruition. I welcome our Mayor of Lynn, Mayor Jared Nicholson, to come up and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. This is truly an incredible project, and it wouldn't have happened without the meaningful contributions of so many. So I'd like to recognize first the members of the Pickering School Building Committee. Could you raise your hand if you're here, the members of the Pickering School Building Committee? Thank you so much for all your work. These folks have been meeting regularly now for years to advance this project and have been incredibly diligent, passionate, and we wouldn't be here without your contribution. We really appreciate it. And I'd also like to recognize members of the Lynn School Committee. We have Lorraine Gately, Brian Casionis are also on the building committee, as well as Lenny Pena, Eric Dugan, Sean Reed, who are here. Thank you so much, members of the school committee, as well as former members Donna Capola and John Ford. So thank you. Members of the state delegation, we're going to hear from the Senator and Representative Cahill, as well as Representative Armini and Representative Capano have been critical proponents of the project. So thank you so much to our state delegation. The City Council, we have Councilor from Ward 6, Fred Hogan, Ward 4, Natasha Meji-Madry, at large, Brian Field, Ward 2, Obed Matul. Thank you so much to the Lynn City Council for all your help. As well as Councilor Ward 1, Peter Meany. I'd also like to give a special recognition and thank you to my predecessor who has continued to work on this project, clearly so passionate about it and incredibly valuable, former Mayor Tom McGee. I'd like to thank Dr. Alvarez, Deputy Ruggiero, and the entire LPS leadership team. Thank you so much for all your work on this. Thank you. Principal Ritterhouse and the Pickering team, thank you so much for all that you've done. I want to say a special thank you to the Pickering faculty and staff that have made this building continue to function as while inadequate physically, a beautiful place of learning because of your passion and commitment. So thank you to the Pickering faculty. Along with that, I'd like to thank the Lynn Teachers Union, Sheila O'Neill, for all your work in helping us get this project done. I'd like to thank the members of 1736 for helping us keep this building moving in the process, so thank you. The Pickering PTO and the school council have also helped us overcome a lot, so thank you to those folks. I'd like to thank Mike Donovan, Laura Stockfish, and the entire team and Inspectional Services for all that you've done to move this project. Thank you so much. You're incredible. Our CFO's office has also done a lot of great work on this project. Thank you so much to our finance team. As well as the law department, Attorney Jim Lamont, George McCopas, the entire team there. Thank you so much. As well as the team in my office, particularly Danielle Smith from my office, thank you. I'd like to say a word of thank you to the neighbors who are going to be working with us, particularly over the next couple years as we get this done. So thank you for your patience and thank you for your support. We appreciate it. I want to say thank you to our students for being the inspiration for all this work, for putting up with some shortcomings here in the current facility and helping us imagining something special that you truly deserve. So thank you to our students. I'd like to thank our friends in labor who helped us advocate to get this project done. I'm particularly Rich Marlin, so thank you. I'd like to thank the Massachusetts School Building Authority for helping us get this project done. We're so excited to have you here. Thank you, Mary Piketty and MSBA team. Along with that, I'd like to thank Treasurer Deb Goldberg, the entire Treasurer's Office. Thank you so much for helping us get here. Thank you. We have a terrific project team. We have architect Gene Raymond. Thank you, Gene. The team from left field, Lim Stapleton, the entire team, thank you so much. Consigli, our general contractor, thank you. And I want to thank all the workers that are going to be working on this project for all that you're doing and going to do. Thank you so much. It's a lot of thank yous. As you can tell, this is a big project, a lot that needs to make it happen. We couldn't be more excited. And, I just want to say that there is amazing learning that happens in our schools every day. But the state of education in Lynn, in a big picture, is broadly inequitable, in the sense that half of our buildings are over 100 years old. Most don't have the full complement of modern educational facilities, like media centers or art rooms. And while student enrollment, is mostly flat or declining around the state, we have experienced sustained enrollment increases. And that shows confidence in our future, in the folks that choose to live here, but it also, as a result, means that our schools are overcrowded. The project that we are celebrating today makes real progress towards fixing that, solving overcrowding at the middle school level by doubling capacity at the Pickering Middle School. And I think it's worth us reflecting on the context and how we got there. We're here today 8 years after a previous effort to build a new Pickering was defeated at the ballot box. And for the last 8 years, this Pickering community has gone about their lives and their pursuit of learning in a subpar facility, after we spent years, as part of the previous effort, explaining to them just how subpar it was. There are some things in life that are unmistakably unjust, and the state of the Pickering facility is one of them. Two things keep us going in the face of those kinds of blatant inequities. One, the resilience of our students, of our educators, of our families, their everyday courage and commitment in the face of hardship and long odds and the indignities of a broken system. And two, I think another thing that keeps us going are moments like this groundbreaking, a moment which represents the coming delivery of a new school to give us the hope of another chance. It's hard enough to imagine getting this project done given all the hurdles that it faced. And on top of that, the same effort had already failed once before, in 2016. Standing here today, we can say that we've overcome long odds to find a good site in a crowded industrial city without many options, and make the budget work after a $30 million swing in state funding from increased reimbursements from the MSBA that we work with a lot of others and partner and advocated for. And now we have this beautiful design that will come to life before our eyes over the next 2 years. Without moments like this hope, it can feel like it did, like at least I felt in 2016 after that vote. The worry, the fear that the past is inescapable. That past decisions, past disinvestment, long-standing underappreciation of our students' needs and their true potential by various systems confine us to a future that's at best incoherent and in truth unjust. How can we possibly get to the next 10 schools if we can't fix the one before us that's most obvious? But with moments like this, when we're all able to come together, to see the construction fencing going up and the dirt moving around, we can see that a better future is worth imagining. That we have it in our power to break down those confines of the past and build in its place the kind of gleaming, state-of-the-art learning facility that all of our students deserve. And I believe that the fact that this is our second chance makes it all the more valuable as a marker of what's possible. Yes, we can fail, like we saw in 2016. But yes, we can succeed as we see today. With moments like this, we haven't fixed all our problems. We still have several elementary schools that are in unacceptable condition and high schools that are bursting at the seams. But we can craft a narrative of a better future for all that's believable because of the way we were able to turn this around. And in fact, you can see how we've learned from our experience. We found a site that's been well received. We use a different financing mechanism. We even learned from what I think is a triumphant success of the Marshall Building, the last school we built, making some tweaks to the design, for example, moving special education on the ground floor to make transportation easier, using new technology, installing geothermal energy system to support our goals of energy efficiency. The ability to learn from experience is ultimately our most fundamental hope for education itself. It's also what defines a successful second chance. When we do that, when we learn from our experiences, recognize a second chance even exists, and then go out and take it and make it successful, we show ourselves that a better future is possible. A better Lynn. Not a different Lynn with different people, but the very people here now dealing with the indignities of a broken system, like the current conditions at Pickering, seeing a vision for something better for ourselves, and then making it our reality, making the beautiful plans that you see on display here today the everyday setting for our students' learning. Congratulations, and thank you to all involved. And most of all, to our students, you deserve this.
Thank you, Mayor Nicholson. It is very clear the passion you feel about this project getting off to a good start and it moving forward to provide updated facilities for our students and staff. Next, I would like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Yvonne Alvarez, to share her thoughts around what this building means to our district and, as a result, our students and staff.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. Good morning to all our students. Good morning. Are we excited? Yes. It's an exciting day for you. It's with immense pride and excitement that I stand before you today as we celebrate the groundbreaking of this new building. This is a commitment to providing the best possible environment for learning and growth for our students in Lynn. It is a place where students will dream, explore, and discover their true potential. The design of this building was carefully planned to foster creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking, qualities that are essential for the leaders of tomorrow, the students that we have here today and those that will walk in these halls after you. We're incredibly grateful to everyone who has been a part of this journey, and I also want to acknowledge all of our local leaders, school committee, and the families for their dedication and the belief in the importance of investing in our students' education. Our mission to inspire, challenge, and empower students remains at the heart of everything and every decision that we make. The new Pickering is a testament to that mission. Together, we'll continue to strive for excellence in education, ensuring that all students who walk through these doors in the future have the tools and support they need to succeed. Thank you all for being here to share in this momentous occasion. And here's to the future, bright, bold, and full of promise. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alvarez. This project would not have been possible without the hard work and generosity of the Massachusetts School Building Authority. I now would like to welcome Mary Pichetti, Deputy Chief Executive Officer for the MSBA.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for holding off the rain. We really appreciate it. Certainly want to reiterate everything that you heard from the treasurer. Her words tell the story of how important this project has been to the MSBA. I've been with the MSBA since 2007, so have been with Lynn and its projects since the 2014. Very happy to be here today and love the fact that our students are up front sharing in this celebration. I'm here and I offer MSBA's congratulations on behalf of the treasurer, the chair of our board, as well as Chief Executive Officer Jim McDonald, who's here with us today. And my theme and my message is very similar to what you have already heard. A successful project of this complexity takes many individuals working together. They have to work together as a team. They may have differences, but they have to have an underlying common goal. The MSBA certainly here has witnessed a community that was prepared to persevere, understanding the importance of this project, and to persevere even in the face of challenges and setbacks. I want to give a special thanks from the MSBA to the mayor, who was certainly willing to take and face those challenges and collaborate with the MSBA. Our conversations together helped increase our collective understanding of this project and its needs. Thank you, Mayor, for those conversations. Our thanks to the legislators who supported this project and working together approved legislation that provided the MSBA with the flexibility to be able to increase its funding limits. That legislation and our ability to increase that helped make this project happen. Certainly this was critical in a time of escalating construction costs, and we are still seeing high prices. So we will continue to have to work together, the legislation with our chair, Treasurer Goldberg, and the MSBA to ensure that our program can move forward with districts able to afford their projects, excuse me. But we were certainly able, so pleased to be able to offer $102 million to this project. As you've heard, our thanks certainly go to all the elected officials, all the committee members. They've all been mentioned, and that's wonderful because it has taken you, the entire community, to bring this day to fruition. I want to thank the city's project team. They continued to work the problems, and there were some, and they faced them, and this is a very challenging site. And I suspect there's probably still a challenge or two ahead, but it's nice to know we have them at the helm, making sure things get solved. Thanks to everyone's work here, the students of Lynn can look forward to a school with flexible spaces that will support their learning, a gymatorium and a black box theater, career technical programs that will help you look into the future, your future, and so much more within this school. Lastly, I want to thank the tradespeople who will build this school. Their skills will bring to life the vision that Lynn's students will benefit from for years to come. It didn't rain today, but it's a great reminder with a chill in the air and a good wind that these folks are going to be out here for the next 2 years building this school, and they'll do so and they'll persevere to work through weather to complete this construction. So thank you for inviting us and sharing this celebration with us today. And as we certainly look forward to being back at the ribbon cutting. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Mary, for your kind words and support with this project. It takes many voices to fight for and advocate for students, families, and staff of our City of Lynn. We have a strong state delegation who supports our city with all they have. Two voices that are consistently loud and clear are two members of our state delegation who are here today to share some remarks about this special day. I welcome our state delegates, Senator Brendan Crichton and Representative Dan Cahill, to come up to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction. I tried to get Dan to go first, but he wants to back clean up here today.
Good luck.
It's an honor to be here. I just want to echo everything that's already been said. We have some dirt to shovel, so I will be brief. But as I look out today in this crowd, I see folks that have been working on this project for well over a decade. Some still in government, some that have come and gone, but everyone here so proud to be from this community. I think when we first started working on this, I didn't have a single gray hair on my head, and that's changed dramatically, sadly. But during that time, we continued to work. So proud of all the efforts here today, and so proud to be from Lynn, where we have a tremendous amount of opportunity. But I think our strongest asset has always been our people, and in particularly our young people that are here today who deserve 21st century schools to learn in. Thank you so much to all the families, the teachers, the students for their patience. 10 years is a long time. But as was said many times here earlier today, we rolled up our sleeves, we worked together, we formed coalitions, and we made sure that this project got done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Senator. What's great about What's great about going last is I get to thank everybody again. I'm just kidding. I will not do that. In fact, is there anyone who was not thanked? Brant, thank you. Larry, Bob, Mary. Okay. Anyone else? There's no one left here? Thank God. Hey, kids, have you studied Egyptian civilization yet? You have? Okay. If you haven't, you're going to learn about what's called the pyramids. Now, the pyramids took a really long time to build. A lot of people were involved. It was very difficult. This is Lynn's pyramid. We have been at this for over a decade. In fact, I was just talking to Representative Capano and Armini, and we were going to actually dust off an old speech thanking President Obama and Governor Deval Patrick, who were governor and president before you were probably born. But in the issue of expedience, I just want to thank, there's a few people that actually weren't thanked and that actually quietly did some great work. I want to thank Secretary Tepper from EEA, Environment and Natural Resources. There's some things that, goes on in government and they get taken care of, and we're very grateful for people being expedient about that. So I want to thank her, and also Under Secretary Hooper. I want to thank the treasurer. True story, I had to call the treasurer one night at 10 o'clock to apologize for my behavior in a prior meeting. So sometimes, although you may see us all, I know she's laughing now. And I
tell them what I said to you?
You can't, there's children. And as I'm sure that everyone who is involved in this arena, and the mayor especially, this isn't always easy. And sometimes adults, they're passionate about what they're doing. But at the end of the day, the result is here. And truthfully, in every single meeting we're ever in, the argument has always been about what's best for you. And I think that in this entire community has always had that at heart. Lynn's very passionate about Lynners. We're passionate about our next generation. We're passionate about our kids and our education. And this school is just testament to that. And years from now, when hopefully one of you are up here talking about how you in the crowd, when they built a new Pickering, and you're talking about all the other schools we're building, because you're probably gonna be my age, hopefully not. You can remember how much work it takes and how many people actually care about what you're doing in these classrooms with your wonderful teachers and your wonderful friends. So keep up the good work, all right? You keep up the good work, we'll keep up our good work, okay? Deal? All right, hey, go build some pyramids, okay, kids? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, I know a lot of people got thanked, but there are actually still others who have not. Sorry about this. There are many people. This, like they say, it takes a village, right? But many hours have been put into supporting this project, and I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the many who have put in a great deal of time and effort. The Pickering School Building Committee, the many of our school committee members who have walked this neighborhood to share information and answer questions, the mayor's staff who have helped communicate and coordinate community forums, the many LPS staff who have given feedback and input on the design, including Molly Cohen, Principal Ritterhouse, and the many other department heads for their time and effort in that design and for putting so much into it. the staff of the Sisson School, who have been supportive and have had to be flexible and inconvenienced during this construction. The project managers, construction crews, design teams, and of course ISD, all they have done so far and continue to do to get this building built and ready to welcome our students and staff. And finally, all other staff and workers who are making this school project possible. This project could not be achieved without the collaboration of all of us. Well, so that's it. Thank you for all of you being here. And it is now time for the official groundbreaking and photo for this special project.
Right.